Well, I'm not sure if you can see it in my eyes, but somehow day one became day two, and Nate and I kind of forgot to sleep. I think we squeezed in about 3 hours, but it was absolutely worth it. We got to do some amazing stuff for our day two. In fact, so much material that we're going to split it up between day two and day three. Just to give you a little preview of what you're about to see, we had the chance to talk to the director of the counterinsurgency training, and he had some amazing stuff to say. And we actually had to chase him up a hill to a place they call the Queen's Palace because it's really hard to keep an infantry officer still. These guys like to move. So we'll take a look at that interview today. Also today we had the chance to go out into Kabul city and talk to the local Afghan population. Now all day today we wore civilian clothes, and the reason for that is we did not want in any way to intimidate the local population. One of the biggest goals of 30 days through Afghanistan is to understand the Afghan perspective and to get an honest, opinionated view of how they feel. And sometimes when you're wearing the uniform and you have a rifle dangling in front of you and you've got 3 or 4 guys around you with rifles, you're never sure if you are getting the whole answer. And again, that would defeat the whole purpose of this. So you will see video today and tomorrow where we're wearing civilian clothes, and we just wanted you to understand why we did that. So without further ado, day 2 starts right now.
Hi, my name is Colonel John Agolia. I'm the director of the Counterinsurgency Training Center here in Afghanistan. I've been here for the last 19 months trying to put together a training center that really gets our forces to understand the operational environment here in Afghanistan and to reinforce their home station training and make sure that they come here, they have a clear understanding of the environment they're entering into and how to operate in that environment. His guidance is population-centric. Focus on the population. Look at the environment, study the environment, understand the population, understand who controls power, who has social control over the population, and how do you reinforce those traditional elements of governance that have always existed here in this country. We're getting the entire coalition to focus on counterinsurgency, and as a result, I think, as General Chris has laid out, in the next 18 months, you'll see us seizing the initiative at the local level from the insurgents. Once we do that, we'll stabilize the situation, but then we have to work on building up the legitimacy of the government and the legitimacy of the traditional power structures, and start helping them, starting to build capacity and determine that they would rather work through a political process of compromise than work through a warring process of winner takes all.
Right now I'm standing in the Queen's Palace, and this building says a lot about Afghanistan. It was once a symbol of structure and stability, but through an occupation and a brutal civil war, this place has been left pretty much in ruins. I'm going to give you a tour of the facility to show you firsthand the effects of war. And that's it for day 2. Join us tomorrow for day 3 as we spend 30 days through Afghanistan.